Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope you're looking after yourself on this Friday afternoon. It's an afternoon. I always don't know. That's how bad it is. Yeah, we've got an interesting one really talking about today around Ivan Toney being pretty much the main guy on this video. We do have an update around this weird story that sort of comes from Brazil and it sort of moved its way into Europe about how we may have put in a bid for a Porto player as well, which I'm going to take with not just a pinch of salt, but if you've ever been in a sea, a very salty sea, as much salt as you can find in that sea, I'm taking it with all of that. So yeah, plenty to get into as well. Just want to give you a bit of an update as to around videos for today. Obviously, you've got this one coming out when you do see it, so it should be early afternoon. I am out for the majority of this day. I'm going to a funeral. So in terms of videos later on, I will still get you the Bournemouth preview. I promise that will come out. I also hope to get you another video with some more transfer news because there is quite a bit to get into. One that you'll find quite funny. And it's a legit one. It's not one of the rubbish ones. It's a legit one. And you'll find it funny because I found it funny. I told some Arsenal fans and they found it even funnier. So there we are. Let's jump into Ivan Toney's situation. So a couple of bits to sort of talk about with Ivan Toney. Obviously, suspended until January. You know, any bid, even accepted or not right now, he cannot even link up with your teammates, which I found really weird when I first heard about it, that he's actually not even allowed to go and train at Brentford or anything like that. He's on his own, basically, which, you know, that's really looking after a player's mental health. I don't really get that. He made a mistake with betting. He shouldn't be punished with not being able to see teammates, not being able to see friends. He should be able to train at the facility. So, bit of a weird one there. But let's talk about the two bits of updates. So, this came from Tom Roddy in the Times, and he said that Brentford are resigned to losing £80 million rated Ivan Toney after he completes a ban for gambling offences, with Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur keen. I do see Arsenal being keen. I think Gabby Jesus is a good striker. I think Eddie Nketiah is a good backup striker. Bit weird to see Florian Balogun go to Monaco, or he's agreed some form of deal. It's not done yet, but that's on its way to being done. Which I was quite surprised about, to be honest. I thought he would actually get some good minutes this year. I guess maybe he just doesn't want to play for Arsenal, or he's kind of been told, look, you'll get some minutes, but it won't be a lot, or whatever it might be, right? So moving on from that, it also came out from Sami Mukbel, who put out that Ivan Toney signs with CAA Stella, led by leading agent Jonathan Barnett, to provide clear indication of intention to leave Brentford. Manchester United, Chelsea and Spurs among clubs interested. If you're not really aware about Jonathan Barnett is what you could call a super agent. He was Gareth Bale's agent. I think he's... is he Camavinga or Tchouameni's agent at Real Madrid? He's one of the two. Can't remember exactly who it is, but he does kind of represent a lot of big agents. It is a huge sign of him wanting to leave. I think everyone kind of knew he wanted to leave, and I think had he not been suspended, he probably would have left by now. I think he would have been one of the big names of the summer to leave. You know, you're talking about an English international striker. You're talking about a player who, hey, Prem proven, as I always call about it. He is entering his prime. All the things tick off the boxes. I think he was top 3 goal scorer in the league before he got suspended and things like that. You know, he was England's second top goal scorer behind Kane in the league. All the things tick off the boxes there, you know. Man United don't see going for him, personally, because of Højlund. Now, obviously, Højlund completely flops, then fine. But I don't even see Højlund flopping. I think he's got all the physical attributes to be a really good striker. Chelsea, hey, look, if Jackson sets the world alight and scores 25 goals in a season, they might not go for him. But if he doesn't, then yeah, Chelsea would definitely give me an option because they need a striker. You know, just look, if you go there, whoever you are, if you go there, don't ever take the number 9 shirt. For some reason, that's a cursed shirt. I don't get it. If you wore 10 or 8, you'd probably score 30 a season. As soon as you wear 9, you score 7. I don't know. Obviously, Arsenal, like I said, Arsenal, their situation, then yeah, you'll probably find that he'd be an option for Arsenal. I think when you look at Liverpool, I think Liverpool spent that money on Darwin Núñez, and didn't really get last year why he was playing left wing when, you know, he is a striker, and I think he will come good as well. Spurs, look, we've talked about how Richarlison is supposedly not not the biggest cup of tea when it comes to being a striker going forward and being the main guy going forward. Ivan Toney could be. Would he suit the system? Yeah, I think you can suit the system around any player. You know, it doesn't. The system should fit the players that you have. The system shouldn't be the be-all and end-all, right? I think he definitely would give us a different style of player as well. You know, a lot more of a physical presence. You know, he is very quick still. You know, great in the air, can take a penalty. We know that as well. So I think there's definitely an appetite on Spurs' front to go for an Ivan Toney for sure. That's no question. So let's talk about this situation stemming from the Brazil moving into Portugal. And Mercado Azul, there's about 3 or 4 of them have all come out and said that Tottenham and PSG are both not prepared to pay the £75 million release clause for Pepe. His agent is now on his way to Porto's headquarters to speak to those in charge and to, quote, seek a solution for the player. Like I said, I'm taking this with an ocean's worth of salt, right? No real big name tier 1 or tier 2 sources have actually said anything about it. And the reason why I want to talk about it really quickly is shows not everything that you see is real. And this is one of them. I think we're not going to be going for a Pepe. I think we go Eberechi Eze, we go for a Brennan Johnson, we go Ansu Fati even. I think there's so many other names on that list that we're more likely to go for ahead of a player like Pepe. It's not to say that he's a bad player. It's not to say he's a great player. It just shows that there's probably nothing to that story, and that's his agents putting stuff out there to probably get a better contract at Porto. That's the way I look at it personally. You might look at it a completely different way, and if you do, fair enough. And if you do and you tell me I'm an idiot, also fair enough, because I am that as well, to be fair. If you call me ugly, I'll give you that one as well, actually. I won't lie. There's quite a few you could probably give me, but it's not something that's legit. And then just to end on an outgoing, Alfie Devine, he's gone on loan to Port Vale. Something Muckbell reported it. We've all seen him in the shirt at Port Vale. It's something I personally did want to happen. I think we've got a lot of midfielders, a lot of good midfielders that, you know, he is behind. And as much as I would love him to be in the Postecoglou system, to get that training of Postecoglou, I also would love to see him play, 90 minutes every single week. And this is League One, He's going to get roughed up a little bit. The way I look at those lower leagues they're kind of quite physical. So he's going to get roughed up a little bit. So if he's going to get roughed up a little bit, it's only going to improve him when it comes into the Premier League. And he has to catch up to that speed of the Premier League. And I think this is a good move for him. I think this will be the first of, I think Troy Parrott you could call the first of many. But, this in theory should continue a snowball effect. It depends what they think of Alejo Veliz. Does Dane Scarlett finally get moved out on loan? I hope he does, to be honest. He did okay at Portsmouth, but I'd love to see him go again into League One and then continue that progression of scoring, trying to score 20 a season, There'll be more to go, I no doubt, but that's at least, another one going out. And this is going to be a positive move. That's the way I look at it. It's a positive move. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, drop a like on the video. If you did, hit in the comment section below about the Ivan Toney and Pepe situation. Would you want Ivan Toney being there? And for 80 million, or supposed 80 million, do you think that's a fair deal? You let me know below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.